We're influencers, no big deal. They don't know. Push line on draft. All right.
Every southern road trip starts the exact same way. At the moose. At the moose. Eating terribly bad foods. Taco Bell and diarrhea.
Yeah, that's all I got too. Little patties, man. Tiny. They're delicious though.
Going down the road. So we're on the exit now for Chris's Washington County farm. Heading there for the first time this year to do some shed hunting and set up gobbler cams and check trail cams, which we haven't checked them, I don't think, since October, right? Probably second week of October.
Long time.
So basically, you've owned it for a year now. Your dad bought it like what, roughly around February of last year?
Yes.
So it's been about a year. We went down shed hunting once or twice last year. At least twice we went down. Set up a bunch of gobbler camp and stuff. I personally did not get down there turkey hunting, but you did a couple times.
They all came in after we left.
Yeah, right. There was a lot of turkeys on camera down there, but obviously being first year, they're still kind of figuring it out. So over the summer, we ran a lot of cameras too on minerals, and then your dad and Steve spent a lot of time planting food plots last year. We put like what, 6 or 7 different food plots in.
Yes.
And there was roughly 15 to 20 acres of beans planted as well. Did they end up killing any deer down there at all this year?
No.
No deer at all. So there was obviously some pretty good bucks we had on camera. Saw a bunch of bucks that night. It was actually pretty beautiful out, but all small, all 1.5-year-olds, young deer. Then you and Matt went down once, right?
Yeah, and it was raining and we didn't see anything.
And then you went down during the rut and during gun season.
Correct.
By yourself a few times and had a really good encounter with a nice buck that we got a lot of some good trail camera videos of.
And unfortunately, I missed him.
Yes, and you missed how far of a shot was it?
Like 100 yards. Like 12.
Yeah, a 12-yard shot with his bow. Would have been pretty perfect. No cameraman, unfortunately, but we'll be able to show the trail camera video of that deer. Hopefully we can find his sheds. That'd be kind of cool to find at least one of them. Because he was around.
Him on camera on that backside, that shelf where we got all those bucks bedding over there.
And it's we kind of figured out that it's very typical, and we'll be able to tell with the later season trail camera check here that we're about to do, but it's kind of typical of Northeast Ohio. There's a bunch of deer in the summertime that don't necessarily hang around and stay in the fall. So the buck that we had on camera that Chris missed, that nice big one, which there's also a cool story about how Matt had that buck on cell cam heading towards Chris. And Matt was obviously back here in Medina, or back home in Medina. Chris was hunting, didn't say anything to Chris. And then we find out 20 minutes later, he's like, I popped out. We got the whole story, but so that was kind of cool. But regardless, that the bucks don't necessarily stay year round, just like in Medina County. We have different deer in the summer than we do in the fall. Chris's buck that he shot at this year moved in the fall. We did not have him in velvet, I don't think. We could go back and look, but I don't think we had that buck in velvet.
I don't think we had that one until we found it on the Browning.
Right, so it's kind of hit or miss. There's the old Muskingum River. Keep an eye out for bull sharks.
My dad had a few opportunities at some nice bucks, but it just either out of range or, things didn't go his way.
So for a first year, it was fun. And I mean, obviously they're learning the property still and the layout and gonna change some things up for this year. But this is our first shed hunting trip of 2022. Steve and your dad went down last week and found a couple small bones. Nothing major, but so this is the start of the year, I guess, for down here. Really, this is our first road trip of the year too. We have trout camp this week, but we snuck away for a quick road trip. We're gonna spend a lot of time fishing the Muskingum this summer, I think. It's right across the street from the farm, and we want to catch some of them flatheads in there, but should be a good time. Great rub. Food plot right up here. And then this super scenic Browning trail camera to go.
Do the whole thing.
To get like that, you know, maybe like right up there actually. That's the view right there that we're excited about. That can be really cool. High quality Browning this time. Let's see what we can get.
I like this spot.
Yep, high quality. Last year was a good spot.